It starts off with a man named Coot and Coot William Afton working with a man named Henry Emily, two expertise inventors, though Henry would not realize for a long time the psychotic intentions of our purple-suited killer William. They opened a pizzeria titled Freddy Fazbear's Family Diner, featuring their iconic character Fredbear, also known as Golden Freddy, an unusually intelligent animatronic. The two men figured they should at least have one more character, and created Spring Bonnie, a wearable suit designed with spring locks to ensure connection of parts. The pizzeria had pizza, games and cakes and ensured the equivalent to heaven, quite possibly literally, as Clara Afton Williams' wife mysteriously disappeared within the building. And soon after, William, who after this became more crazed, met with Charlie and took her life, hiding her behind the building before puppet and animatronic attraction reached her. Charlie possessed it, becoming Marionette. The building closed down and a new place was opened. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, featuring 4 characters. Freddy, the bear. Bonnie, the rabbit, Chica, the chicken, and Foxy, the pirate fox. But where did they come from? Let's backtrack. Just before the new pizzeria's opening, William, a psychotic freak, lured 4 children into a back room in the Spring Bonnie suit and murdered them, before he discovered something may just make him immortal: remnant, a source coming from the children once they were stuffed. With the opening of the pizzeria, we look at William's 3 children. Michael, Elizabeth, and Evan, Michael being the oldest. Mike decided this was the perfect opportunity to play a prank on his little brother Evan, and with his friends, Mike told Evan to give Freddy a big kiss and shoved him into the animatronic's mouth. The tears of the boy caused the malfunction and Freddy chomped down on Evan's skull, thus marking the bite of 83. Eventually the place's animatronic were burned by Henry Emily as the building burned down, and he watched it crumble, freeing the children's souls and releasing them into heaven. The place would again be replaced by a new kid-friendlier pizzeria, Circus Baby's Pizza World. Featuring Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, Circus Baby, and Ballera, William designed Circus Baby specifically for luring children and killing them instantly, though he tried to keep Elizabeth away from the animatronic. Elizabeth snuck in one night to see Circus Baby, and the animatronic's chest cavity opened, offering a nice ice cream. The second she reached for it, she was stuffed inside the animatronic and folded like a lawn chair, possessing the animatronic. William had lost his wife, son, and daughter, and grew more psychotic day by day, making Michael leave. Years later, he returned to the pizza place to get a job, and was often told to shock the animatronics and get them working, not knowing he was harming his own sister. Circus Baby trapped Mike thinking he was William, and scooped his guts out like ice cream before realizing it wasn't, and repairing him, turning Mike into nothing but a walking corpse. Eventually someone named Jeremy would take the job, thinking it would be easier now that Funtime Foxy wouldn't need maintenance, because kids turned it into a take-apart put back together amusement, not knowing that the animatronic was traumatized and would seek revenge. During the night shift, Jeremy saw Mangle emerging closer and clamped onto his head, and causing him to lose his frontal lobe, thus marking the bite of 87, but the place didn't close right then. A security guard named Vanessa was too looking for work, and was hired to test mini-games and animatronic functions, but William Afton's consciousness lived in something called Glitch Trap, which possessed her brain, trapping her in her own mind for the longest time. Henry opened the Mega Pizzaplex, featuring Glim Freddy, Glim Chica, Montgomery Gator, and Roxanne Wolf, also a Glim Bonnie, which was mysteriously destroyed in Gator Golf. Glitch Trap was turning Vanessa into something she was not day by day, and putting her into a suit like Spring Bonnie called Vanny. During a night at the Pizzaplex, a kid named Gregory snuck in, and Vanessa, Vanny, was looking for him, though he felt he could not trust her and instead seeked help from the only animatronic that had not been hacked, Glim Freddy, who helped him avoid his hacked friends and staff bots to escape things like staff bot areas, and the daycare featuring Sun and Moon animatronics. Gregory was able to destroy a piece of the other animatronics to upgrade Freddy, taking Monty's claws, Chica's voice box, and Roxy's eyes, though for Roxy this would only make her more aggressive, being able to feel, like the others, emotion and rage, wanting her face back. Gregory came face to face with only thing left of William's mindless body, and a muddled up monstrosity of animatronic parts devoured him, allowing Greg to leave the Pizzaplex. Though Glitch Trap would not stop there. He created the Mimic, something that could mimic the voice of children, and made it contact Gregory's friend Cassie to come to the Pizzaplex and save him, telling her to destroy the security notes to free him. The security nodes were scattered around the place, and one was Roxy, which would be the hardest. Deactivating every security node, and avoiding the animatronics, she made it closer to deactivating the last one, Roxy, but Roxy had experienced an error beforehand, proving without ill intention and asking Cassie sweet things before she deactivated her, leaving the animatronic gone. She raced to the end in her grief to save her friend before she became face-to-face with the Mimic, an animatronic created by Edwin Murray, creating it to mimic people's behaviors and play with his son David. David had passed away and Edwin had abused Mimic in his grief before the diner facilities found the animatronic, and it suddenly started killing people. The animatronic, which attempted to murder Cassie, nearly did before Roxy came and saved her just in time, likely because of Reboot of the Fex wrench, and Cassie escaped. That's the end of the majority of the lore currently. BC, we need a new game and or a book to come out before it continues. Read more. Acceptance speeches at Mixanimation Official 2026 Plotagon Awards AC at 3/5th Century Call 2K10 Gru's Acceptance Speak at Spoiled P Official My Plotagon Acceptance at their Plota Creatives Acceptance Speech Pipe P at Musket_TV Musket News number 24.